Okay, welcome everyone to Theater 1, Period 6. I am recording this session, so if you are joining us, please make sure to have your cameras off. So before we get to talking about the actor's voice, let's just take a look at the assignment from last week that was due yesterday. You were to recreate a famous work of art in a skillful and creative and accurate way. Stage your Tableau recreation, upload your photo to the slide, and then enter your artist statement, which was to address at least 3 of the art and Tableau elements, shape, color, levels, posture, and space from last week, and then turn in this Google form when complete. So we had this example, and then let's take a look. Okay, so this one tended to be a popular recreation that happened last quarter as well. Walt Disney in front of his iconic Mickey Mouse drawing. Oh. Hang on one second. Okay, so for our first example, we have Clariana. And she wrote, "For my tableau, I decided to recreate the picture of Walt Disney. I made sure that the photos were lined up to each other and that the frame matched the photo. In addition, I used the black and white effect to represent the original color of the photo. For my third element, I focused on how I faced and what to put into my photo, which was a picture of Mickey Mouse and a pencil to hold that original piece of the artwork. Finally, I included a smile because when growing up, all I would watch was Disney. I believe this made my tableau very enjoyable to view." So she absolutely followed the artist statement template that I provided last week, and I walked students through during our live class last week. So this would be an example of definitely a 3 or a 4, I would say. The one thing that I would have liked to have seen, if we go back to the example, what I really did want to see was the art elements and the Tableau elements bold-faced, just to make sure that I know that the student is thinking to themselves, okay, I've got this many art and Tableau elements. But overall, we're looking at a very strong Tableau recreation. We have a couple more examples of the Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse recreation. Very popular one. All right, since Caleb is here with us today, let's take a look at Caleb's. For my tableau, I decided to recreate the Walt Disney photo. The blackboard that I have is a lot similar to the chalkboard in the photo. I matched the black and white film to my photo to give it the razzle that it needed. For my third art, I chose to position myself next to the image, just like the one in the photo. In the photo, they used a chalkboard, but instead I will use a blackboard because it has much of the same qualities. So Caleb, overall, pretty good. Few things the English teacher in me cannot ignore. Something that you forgot to do in the very first sentence. What did you forget to do, Caleb? You don't know? So what is it that you should have done? Yes, definitely have to capitalize Walt and Disney. So just little things like that, wanting to make sure that you are paying close attention to detail. I like the recreation of the photo. I think something that you maybe could have paid a little bit more attention to is putting yourself at a level higher than Mickey, or at the same level, the way that Walt did. So that would be one suggestion that I might make. Caleb, if you're looking at this, is there anything you see right now that you would say, oh, you know what, I would do this differently if I had it all to do over again? A lot of things. Well, let's just focus on one. Your hair. Would you have styled it like Walt's?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Because then you could have talked about your hair being at the same level. So yeah, overall you did a nice job. But those are little things that we can pay attention to, right? When we're really looking at these and we start to really scrutinize and scrutinize, I don't mean that in a negative connotation. What I mean by scrutinize is that We really want to pay attention to all of those little details. So then we have here, yes, the recreation of the David Bowie photo. We have the recreation of the fluorescent vest gentleman looking in the mirror. The recreation here, I really like this one. This one was very, very creative. Let's take a look at this one. Oops. Oh, Zoom, come on. There we go. Okay. For my tableau, I decided to recreate the photo of the lady wearing the striped shirt and what I like to call them hammer pants. I put myself in the center level of the camera, just like how the lady is positioned. Also, I saw the lady as lifeless or empty, so I knew my posture had to be similarly droopy. Furthermore, I made it so my recreation had an even amount of space showing the backdrop on either side of me to look more like the photo. Additionally, I used a blanket with a triangular style shape, very close to the design of the lady's pants. Lastly, I feel like the materials I used, like tinfoil, cotton balls, paper, twine, and a blanket, made it all the more fun to recreate this photo. So would we be able, if I were to ask the question, did the student recreate the photo accurately? Is that a yes? So, okay. How about creatively? Very much so. And skillfully. Absolutely. Yes, I would agree with that. That this is an excellent recreation, creative, skillful, accurate, all of those great things that we're looking for. So really nice job. And I'll just flip through some more of these. I like that one a lot. Very nice. Okay, lots of different creative ways that people approach this. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. All right, so everyone, in the chat, I would like you to respond to your peers' photos. Overall, what do you think of these photos? How do you think they did? How do you think everybody did in terms of recreating these works of art? Go ahead and put it in the chat. And let's think in terms of, you know, did they pay attention to levels? Did they pay attention to colors? Did they get creative with what they had at home? Yep, keep going. Let's hear from everybody, both at home and here on campus. Great, great, great. Yep, everyone took a very creative spin on this project. For the most part, everyone did a great job at recreating the pictures, absolutely. And so if any of you are watching and you have not submitted your photo yet, don't miss out. Add to our Tableau photo album. I want to see how you can demonstrate your understanding of levels, shape, color, proximity, space, all of those things. These are all things that we are practicing. Whether you realize it or not, you practice all of those things when you were recreating your Tableau. Okay, so we'll take about 30 more seconds, and then we're going to switch gears over to our voice practice. And I will be doing that from inside my office so that you are able to see my mouth. For students who are here in class, you will be able to practice this with your masks on, and then I encourage you to practice it at home because we will be having some Flipgrid videos that you'll be posting later this week showing showing your mastery of enunciation and pacing and other vocal qualities. All right, thank you everybody for responding. This is great. Okay. All right, so I will be going over here for a moment. Give me one sec, guys. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see if we're gonna be able to get this to work. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Difficulties, guys. Give me a sec. And again, make sure that your volume is off so we're not hearing the echo. Okay, so this week we are looking at the actor's voice. So we are in week 6. We only have 3 weeks left in the quarter, which is crazy because it's going really fast. Okay, so here's what you need to know about voice. There are 4 components. Does somebody still have their microphone on or their volume on? Make sure that your volume is off, please. Okay, there are 4 components of voice that we're going to be focusing on. These are not all of the components of voice, but these are the 4 that we will focus on here in beginning theater. First one is inflection. Second is pacing. Third is volume. And fourth is articulation. So for inflection, inflection has to do with practicing a variety of emotions using other phrases. So here are your examples. I would like some more, please. 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 So it's that emphasis that I am putting on each of those words. So for those of you here in class, let's try the first one. And if you are learning from home, let's have you practice it as well. So repeat after me. I would like some more, please.
I would like some more, please.
Very good. I would like some more, please.
I would like some more, please.
Good. I would like some more, please.
I would like some more, please.
Good. I would like some more, please.
I would like some more, please.
Very good. Excellent. All right, let's try it with this. So repeat after me. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Let's try that one again. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you
All right, repeat after me. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. Very good, you guys. Okay, and well, there it is. Well, there it is. Well, there it is. Well, there it is. Very good. Okay, so in your own words, what do you think inflection means? What are we doing to those sentences when we're varying the inflection? Put it in the chat, please. What does it mean when we vary inflection of our voices? Okay, giving emphasis to different words, good. Yeah, absolutely. It changes the meaning of a sentence completely. That's one of the reasons that text messages are so frequently misinterpreted. Emphasizing a certain word or phrase to bring more meaning to a sentence, providing expression in certain areas of your sentence. These are excellent, guys. Perfect. Okay, just waiting for one more. Okay, going once. Oh, there we go. Changing the tone of the words to be more meaningful. Or to just change the meaning. Very good. Okay, so the next component of speech that we're going to be looking at, the components of the voice that we're going to be looking at for the actor's purpose, has to do with pacing. You can speed up or slow down or vary the pacing within a phrase or among phrases to provide interest or express emotion. So let's have two extreme examples here with pacing. So what did he just say? Right. So we're going to listen to that one more time. I'll give you a heads up. He's actually reciting one of the most famous speeches in theater, Hamlet's "To Be or Not to Be" speech. So, you know, let's see if using our pacing this fast is effective. Now, how fun would that be to sit in a theater class and hear everybody perform that way, right? It'd be really crazy, wouldn't it? Yes. So there is such a thing as too fast of pacing. Absolutely. Now let's see the other example. Oh, and there's an ad. That's what I get for using a Disney clip. Oh, that's terrible. Terrible. Okay. Okay, so in your own words, tell me what pacing is all about in the chat. In your own words, what is pacing?
The flow.
Good. Okay, the right speed, right? We certainly don't want to live in either of those two extremes, right? When we are on stage, when we're on camera, we don't want to speak so fast that our audience can't understand what we are saying. And we don't want to speak so slow that we put our audiences to sleep. Make sense? All right. Oh, got some more chats. Very good. Very good. Okay. All right, then we have to talk about volume. Now, even when we're dealing with the virtual environment right now, volume, we have to pay attention to our volume. We have to make sure that we are close enough to our microphones, that we are speaking loudly enough, that our audience can hear us. So let's look at a funny little example of what happens when we speak too softly. Oh, oops.
This idea for a pizza place where you can make your own pie.
So we'll watch this one more time. Basically, you know, the gag is that she speaks so low that they aren't able to understand what she's saying at all. And she seems completely unaware that nobody can understand her.
This idea for a pizza place where you can make your own pie.
So that's volume. And then the next one, and this is the one that we will be practicing. And if we were in class doing our normal routines, we would all be standing in a circle practicing articulation every day. But articulation has to do with speaking the ends of every word. Saying, I am going to do this, rather than I gotta do this, or I'm gonna go do this. Distinctly articulating both letters when the same letters appear back to back in adjacent words, as in success seeds success. Let's have everybody repeat after me. Success, oh no, wait, you'll repeat after me, repeat after me. Success seeds success.
Success seeds success.
Good. Success seeds success.
Success seeds success.
Very good. And then pronouncing ing rather than n in words like lightning, clothing, and everything. So repeat after me, lightning,
Lightning.
clothing,
Clothing.
everything.
Everything.
So let's do that one more time. Lightning,
Lightning.
clothing,
Clothing.
everything.
Everything.
Okay, in the chat, I want you to respond to what do you notice about your mouths when you are really articulating that ing sound. In the chat, what do you notice? And you can kind of mouth it to yourself again. Lightning, clothing, everything. What do you notice physically about your mouth? Opens in different and bigger ways. It stretches it more. Back of your mouth vibrates. Okay. More movement. Moving it how? Lightning. What do you notice? Lightning. Our mouth spread from ear to ear. Very good, Jade. Yes, lightning. Good. Okay, excellent. So articulation, we can practice with enunciation exercises. The first one that we would practice in class. And unfortunately, I didn't plan this out enough about being able to do this in my office. So when you log in live tomorrow, we'll be practicing this again, and you'll be able to see my mouth when I am doing this, because I can't take my mask off right now. So the first one is the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. So let me hear everybody do that. You're going to repeat after me when I say it again. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Repeat. Okay, let's slow down our pacing just a little bit. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Okay, good. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
Good. The next one is, you know you need unique New York. Repeat.
You know you need New York.
Okay, let's try that again. You know you need unique New York.
You know you need New York.
Good. Let's try that one more time. You'll repeat after I say it. You know you need unique New York.
You know you need unique New York.
Very good. Okay, we're going to go up to this one. Around the rough and rugged rocks, the ragged rascal ran.
Around the rough and rugged rocks.
Good, let's try that one again. Around the rough and rugged rocks, the ragged rascal ran.
Around the rough and rugged rocks, the ragged rascal ran.
Good. The big black bug bled black blood.
The big black bug bled black blood.
Okay.
There's a lot.
The big black bug bled black blood.
The big black bug bled black blood.
Good. The big black bug bled black blood.
The big black bug bled black blood.
Okay. The big black bug bled black blood.
The big black bug bled black blood.
Good. Okay. Chester cheetah chewed a chunk of cheap cheddar cheese.
Chester cheetah chewed a chunk of cheap cheddar cheese.
This one's one of my favorites because it always makes people happy. I can see it in class with people who are live with me. I can see them enjoying this one. Chester cheetah chewed a chunk of cheap cheddar cheese.
Chester cheetah chewed a chunk of cheap cheddar cheese.
One more time. Chester cheetah chewed a chunk of cheap cheddar cheese.
Chester cheetah chewed a chunk of cheap cheddar cheese.
Very good, very good. Okay. Okay, now this one is longer, so I'm going to say it one time all the way through, and you don't have to repeat after me, and then I'll instruct you on what to do. Whether the weather be fine, or whether the weather be not, whether the weather be cold, or whether the weather be hot, we'll weather the weather, whatever the weather, whether we like it or not.
Oh my God.
I know, right? So this one, over the course of Theater 1 class, this is one that we'll be practicing, and you will have it memorized by the end. You'll have a ton of these memorized by the end. So, whether the weather be fine or whether the weather be not. Repeat.
Whether the weather be fine or whether the weather be not.
Good. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot.
Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot.
We'll weather the weather, whatever the weather, whether we like it or not.
Whether the weather be
Okay, good job. All right, we're gonna try it all together now, okay? So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and then we'll begin. Sound good? Yeah, you're doing it with me. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Whether the weather be fine or whether the weather be not. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot. We'll weather the weather, whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. Very good, very good. Okay, and then this one is my favorite. So let me do it once. Articulatory agility is a desirable ability for maneuvering with dexterity, the tongue, the palate, and the lips. All right? So repeat after me. Articulatory agility.
Articulatory agility.
Good. One more time. Articulatory agility
Articulatory agility
is a desirable ability.
is a desirable ability.
Is a desirable ability
Is a desirable ability
for maneuvering with dexterity,
for maneuvering with dexterity.
for maneuvering with dexterity,
For maneuvering with dexterity.
the tongue, the palate, and the lips.
The tongue, the palate, and the lips.
Very good. Okay, I'm going to do it once, and then you will repeat the whole thing to me. Articulatory agility is a desirable ability for maneuvering with dexterity, the tongue, the palate, and the lips. Go.
Articulatory agility is a desirable ability for maneuvering with dexterity,
The tongue, the palate, and the lips.
Ah, very good. Let's try that again. And I have to say, guys, it's so weird doing this with my mask on. You guys are doing such a good job. And because I will be thinking clearly later on tonight, I will be able to do a video of me showing you how my mouth is moving, because that's really, really important. I am so impressed with how well you guys are doing without being able to see the way that my mouth is moving. Okay, so articulatory agility is a desirable ability for maneuvering with dexterity, the tongue, the palate, and the lips. Go.
Articulatory agility is a desirable ability for maneuvering with dexterity, the tongue, the palate, and the lips.
Very, very good. Okay, that was awesome. All right, now, because of the extension of that deadline with the Tableau project, my timing is a little off this week, and I apologize for that. But basically, what we're going to be doing this week, live in Zoom class, and you can do it by watching it later, but we are going to be practicing these vocal warm-ups live during our Zoom class for the remainder of this week. I am also going to be posting a couple of Flipgrid tasks for you to do, where you will be actually practicing some of these activities that we've just done today. You know, the inflection practice, where you are changing the meaning of a sentence based on how you are inflecting your voice on specific words in a sentence, and how that changes the meaning of what you're saying. Some of these little areas to practice here, you know, the "are you sure?" Are you sure that inflection really changes the tone, it changes the meaning of our words? And then really practicing with our articulation and our enunciation. I have a whole packet of tongue twisters that we'll be looking at further. I'm back. I'm not sure what happened there. Sorry about that. So where was I? Oh yes, I was talking about the actor's voice. So we are just about out of time. Please make sure that you are tuning in every day this week so that we can practice some of these vocal warm-ups, and so that you can start seeing the way that our mouths are supposed to move when we are doing these exercises. So keep a lookout tomorrow for those Flipgrid assignments. And otherwise, if you're learning from home, thank you for joining us live today. I hope you had some fun with this. I'm going to stop the recording now, and I'll be logging off Zoom. So I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Remember, we only have a couple more days this week, and then we've got that nice long break for Thanksgiving. See you later.